Happy Monday, everyone. Today is Monday, October the 18th. I am recording this at 6:15 in the morning before an 8-hour day. I hope you guys have a fantastic day today. You'll be seeing this, of course, after work. But I'm recording before work, so have to say that. I hope you guys had a fantastic Monday. I hope this is a great week for you. We are quickly coming to the end of October. It is past the middle of October. It is amazing to me how fast this month has already flown. I don't know where it went. I know part of it has to do with this crazy schedule that I'm on. But I was like, wait a minute. It's already the 18th? Like, that's crazy. With 13 days to the end of the month. Not even a full 2 weeks. And then it's November. And then I start birthday season. My 3 kids have birthdays in November, December, and January. Then we have the holidays, of course, Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's. Wow. And then it'll be 2022. Not sure how I feel about that yet. We'll see. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on this fantastic show. I have a lot of whips to show you. I have my second ever, no, I've had a few more finishes. I just haven't done anything with them. I have not got this fully finished, but I do have plans for it. But I have my second since I've started, no, my third since I've started this. Okay, I give up on counting. It's not going to happen today. I have a finish. It's not fully finished, but it's a finish. I intended to do a full finish yesterday. And life is just, it's life. So it's fun. I kept to myself for a Sunday. Let's see, what'll happen this week? Oh, my goodness. For those of you who are worried about the spiders, I have to tell you, Uncle Gary came over on Saturday and sprayed the house for spiders. He sprayed outside and then he sprayed inside. So he was like, baby girl, we got to take care of those spiders. I said, yes, we do. So he sprayed heavy, and hopefully I'll take care of it. I had so many people worried about the spiders, and I was worried about them too. Trust me. I don't care if they're not poisonous. I don't care if they won't bite me. I do not need to see a spider in this house. It doesn't need to happen. Especially when I'm in my happy place and cross stitching and I'm like, oh, and then there's a spider that walks across. I'm like, oh no, that just completely destroys my peace. So yeah, hopefully all the spiders will be gone. It was a chilly 43 degrees the last 2 nights. I haven't turned on the heat yet. It's like 61 in the house. I'm wearing long stuff. I don't know. I'm afraid that's going to have to happen this week. We'll see. I really don't want to turn it on. I just dread it. Leaf burning season is officially in full force in Newport, Arkansas. That means my house absorbs all of the smells. My house was built, I believe, in the late 50s, early 60s. Somewhere this house has... It's a natural wood house. It's beautiful. Like, you guys should just come visit. We have a brand new hotel in town. You can stay there. I don't have enough room for everybody. But the vents upstairs or the back storm door that doesn't completely shut or something attributes to this house filling up with the smell of smoke, which is not healthy for me. So I was working last night upstairs. I did all day or all afternoon yesterday. I did paparazzi. And I promised you guys I was getting back to my business, and I did. So I was upstairs and I started smelling it. And I was like, oh, that's not good. Just because it wasn't anything major. It was faint. As I went along, I started choking. Subconsciously and literally, it affects me. Like, I can smell it, but then my brain, takes off with the smell. And so I had my coffee, and then I started gulping my coffee, and then I was like, you know what? I can't stay up here anymore. And so when I came downstairs, like mid production, whatever you want to say, I did come downstairs, and it was even kind of foggy, smoky in the house. Just, it absorbs, like it really does. So I went around, I was checking my windows just to make sure that I didn't have anything open from the summer, and I didn't. And so I let it dissipate a little bit, opened the doors a couple of times, and I'm yawning, I'm sorry. I'm still tired. I opened the doors a couple of times, and I don't know if it helped it or hurt it, but it seemed to dissipate a little bit. It is what it is. There's a burning ban here in Newport right now. We don't do burn bans in the county because we have farmers. We know it's going to be violated. We know the sheriff's office is going to have a problem with it, so we just don't do it. But the city has one. So it is what it is. One of my customers is the mayor's stepdaughter. So I may or may not have mentioned to her in the middle of one of my videos, hey, if you want to, you know, text him and say, well, this is not going to call you, but this is happening, you can. So that's what it is. Anyways, on with that. Oh, Erica got to meet Carrie Job last night. So she'd asked me a few weeks ago about maybe buying her a ticket to go see Carrie Job, who is her favorite worship leader, like in the entire universe. She's been following her for like 5 or 6 years. And she is friends with a girl who went to the same school program that Carrie went to about the time that Revelation song came out. If you're familiar with any church songs, that kind of stuff. So anyways, Erica has been like following her, and she knows all about her, and several of Carrie's band members actually follow Erica on Instagram, because when she started her art, she was doing songs of Carrie's, just quotes and different things like that in her art. Anyway, so they started following her. She followed them back. You know, there's been some back and forth. But she's never actually met her. And so one of her best friends texted her the night before last and said, hey, have you ever met Carrie? And Erica's like, no. And she said, okay, well, you will tomorrow. Just nonchalant. Like, okay, we're going to meet her tomorrow. And so Erica's like, okay. So she sent it to me. Of course, the mom just went into like super fangirl mode and teary-eyed for my baby girl getting to, you know, meet the person that she's followed up for all these years. And so last night that happened. She sent me a beautiful picture. I'm going to have it printed and framed. I was so happy for her. And so that was exciting. So yeah, and then her engine light came on the way home from the concert. But we're hoping it's just like a little minor emissions problem or something. So she texted me the other day. She said Beasley, her car's name is Beasley. Erica names her vehicles. Is a year old. And I was like, oh my goodness, we've had her for a year? Yeah. No, this signal is going on. So she had her oil changed while she was here. So I'm hoping that maybe something just, you know, they didn't tighten down a cap or something. Who knows? What else happened this week? Oh, Saturday night, I intended to cross stitch all night long, thinking that I was training, and I wasn't. I didn't know that she had taken the night off, which was fine. And so I had gone in with the full intention of every hour I was going to cross stitch one project for an hour. And so you guys are going to kind of see, I didn't bring the notebook over to tell you exactly what my plan was for that time, but every hour, like I started at 6 and I ended at 6 in the morning. I was going to do an hour worth of stitching on 12 different projects. So I would get started, like a couple of hours were fine. And then I would get started and have a call come in and traffic stops. And I keep yawning in y'all's face, sorry. I'm boring myself, I guess. Coffee. It's gonna be a long day. And so I would have, you know, something happening. And, so I actually decided that for a couple of hours I was going to work on my last stitch cemetery because I wanted to finish it so bad. So I did that. Anyway, so I kind of gave up on it after, I don't know, hour 5 or 6 or something, because I was like, I can't keep up with the schedule, because, you know, we had stuff going on, because that's your job. You do your job, not cross stitch. So some nights it goes that way. It goes brilliantly. Like you could cross stitch the whole entire night and nothing happens. And then other times it's constant. So on to my finish. This is my finish. This is Hanset's Last Stitch Cemetery. Get it close so you guys can see all the things. It's so cute and funny. So the first one says started and forgotten, and then there's a half stitch, and then there's too old, and then there's lost interest. So the little spider, you guys know I don't like spiders, but whatever. He's over the little half stitch thing. So Aunt Donna was looking at this and she was like, you missed a stitch. And I was like, no, it's half stitched. There's 2 full stitches and then a half stitch. Oh, okay, I get it. So that was fun. So Aunt Donna had bought, or Grandma had bought a plank from Walmart last week, and Aunt Donna went and bought another one because I had gotten 2 of these patterns so that I would have the charms and everything. And I'm going to finish them the same way. I'm going to put it on sticky board and then mount them to the plank. And then we're going to put some stuff around them. We haven't quite figured out. I thought raffia would be cute, just to kind of like wrap the raffia and then bow it right here. And then you're going to have the twine cord. But they're wanting to do something else, which is absolutely perfectly fine. So we're going to play with that this week and see what happens. So next week I should have that finished, and I hope to have the autumn acorn on the maple leaf finished. I didn't do that this week either. Like I fully intended to. That didn't happen. Oh, I have to show you guys this. I'm just out of order today. It's okay. No sleep, Melissa. So I was minding my own business at work the other day, and I think I was cross-stitching. And our court clerk comes in with this. This is a bag. It's the same material like Crocs are made out of. It's a good size. And she said, do you think there's anything that you could do with this bag? And I was like, cross-stitch? She said, well, that's kind of what I was thinking. The knobs are something that she had. She replaced them because whatever knobs came with it didn't work. So far, I've been carrying my cross stitch. It could sit beside the couch. It could do any number of things, but I love it. It does have a little bit of red dust inside. I found some on some material the other day. It brushed off, so I need to take just a good damp cloth to it and clean out the inside, just so that I don't stain any of my material. But I shouldn't have any loose material in there. I think I just put something in there when I was busy at work, and yeah, it didn't land in there long. So, like I said, I had lots of whips this week, so I'm just going to dig in and we're going to go. We're only at 15 minutes, so we're good. This is Christmas at Hawker and Hollow. Yep, wanted to get started. I said I wasn't going to do anything new, right? I got it in, I had to get it started. So I only worked on some border, and then I started on a crown and lost my hour. So I had already done the bottom border just to make sure that I had enough material, because I got paranoid, you know, after Mom brought it to me, But that's where I got on the bottom left square. That is the one that says, I heard a bird sing in December, a magical thing and sweet to remember. So that's sweet. I can't wait to get this thing started. Like I said, I was going to do a square a month, and that's probably what's going to happen. Excuse me. Because I would like to have it done by October of next year so that I can have it framed for next Christmas. I brought this guy back out because I just really want to get some of my whips done. Housewives, and to all a good night. Sarah Stitches and I are doing this together. She hasn't worked on hers lately either. I think she said she got hers back out because she felt like it was Christmas time. And so, here's where I am. And pretty much I just worked on this snowflake and this roof because I wanted to get this White House done and it didn't happen. But there's where I am. So I feel like I need to throw some reindeer in there. That might happen this week. We'll see. I honestly don't have plans yet to tell you about this week. One thing I did this week, I went through all of my whips that I wanted to work on. I went through all of my whips, all of them, pulled them out on the couch. They were on the floor, they were on the couch, they were on the chair. And I dumped out all of my floss. So I had all of my floss laying all over the table. I forget who I had watching. I don't remember at all. I had YouTube going, and I put all of my, because I only use DMC and I bobbinate. And so I put all of my bobbins in my little thread boxes. I have one here to show. I have all of mine here to show, but this is what I can show you. Get these little thread boxes, and so I put all of my bobbins in there in numerical order, which is how I was taught when I was a child. And then I had stacks and stacks and stacks of loose thread, and so I went through, and if they were not duplicates, I bobbinated and put them in the box. And then I started putting my whips back together that I wanted done this week, like the things that I wanted to work on this week. And I put all of the bobbins in each of the bags for everything. And what I was missing, if I had duplicates, I would go ahead and bobbinate that so that I would have it in the bag. So everything that I am working on right now should have its corresponding colors. I'm actually missing a color or two. I need to just go buy them. Some of them are the under hundreds, you know, those new colors. I think I need 2 of those, and I don't remember what the one. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. So, for my seasons, the 4 charts that I have going for Grandma, I put all of them, all of those colors for all 4, because they share a lot of the same colors. I put them on a ring, on a metal ring, so I would just be able to carry that around instead of having to carry all the different ones around. Anyway, so I did that. Where I was going with that, I don't know, except to tell you that I did it. I did have a new start this week. Said I wasn't going to do it, but I wanted a new start. So, I started the Peace on Earth. This is a preschooler, book number 81. This is Songs of the Season. So, I plan to do on all of those. I'm doing it on Ivory 28 count even weave because it's pretty. It's about it. It's pretty. And that's where I got. Not much, but it was a start. That's where I got. I really wasn't sure how huge these were going to be, and they're not. So, I'm not great at just picturing a measurement. Like if it says, oh, it's 87 by 87, which I think this one is. that doesn't mean anything to me to physically see it. I can't measure the 3 or 2 inches out. I have to hold the little place marker to them. I'm just not good at measurements. My uncle, Aunt Donna's husband, is an architect. My dad is an engineer. My mom is an accountant. My grandma has sewn all of my life. I can't measure nothing. Nothing. Started Peppermint Lane. This was the chart that I gave up on. I said, never mind. Didn't mean to offend you, universe. So sorry. I will put this up. I pulled this out. I got those stitched. Just the white. I already had all this done. Just the white. And I received 4 traffic stops and 2 calls. Put it up. It's not meant to be. If you know anything about law enforcement, or if you know anybody who is in law enforcement, emergency services of any kind, you know that there are some Q words. Those words were probably said somewhere to somebody that started everything for snowballing. It was crazy. Then I worked on Seeking Refuge. Aunt Donna wants me to finish this one. She said, I feel like you're so close. You just need to sit down and finish it. I can't agree more. This is the Scarlet House Seeking Refuge. This was started as a stitch along with Stephanie Schaffner from Just Keep Stitching. And she and I started on opposite ends. July. Sometime this summer. You would think I wouldn't forget that. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. So this week I worked on, I think I got Barney done last week. I'm pretty sure I did. So this week I started here with the light green. And then I realized I had none of the greenery or the red done for these flowers. And so I went through and I did all of them. Well, I have 2 more to do. So I did almost all of them. My thought process was do a little bit of the greenery and the flowers and then go back and do that light green. And then I was watching somebody and I got carried away with doing the green and the flowers, which was fun. I think I was watching Steel City Stitchers. It was fun. So I just kept going on it. And then I put it all up. So I just want to finish it. Aunt Donna wants me to finish it. Everybody wants me to finish it. So I just want to finish it. And I worked a little bit on Granita. Not a lot. I think I pulled this out at work. This is what I worked on at work last week, but I'm not doing this as a stitch along. This isn't It's So Emma, and I do know that Quarter Shop was doing a stitch along, but I am not. I'm just stitching at my own pace. And there's where I am. Still not convinced these little things are not spiders, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. I thought the thing was snowflake themed. I love that blue though. That blue is everything. This piece will probably go in my bedroom. I have different shades of blue, and that's just beautiful. Now for the seasons. And then I'll be pretty much done. This is Spring. Whispered by the Wind. Spring Homes. This is my Christmas presents for my grandmother. Grandma, I'm trying to get these done for Christmas. So I love these. These are so beautiful, and I've for some reason just thought it was going to be So much simpler, but there's lots of color changes in every single step. They're not just like lay some color down. So I got the tree done. Not done, but the tree is there. I got part of a bird. Don't judge the little bird. So I need to finish the tree so that I can put the house on it. This is my huge bag that I'm using to keep all of those together, all 4 of those together, because they do share some of the same colors. This is summer. This is what summer looks like. So pretty. And I did summer on 14 count Ada Vintage Blue by Artiste, because it was pretty daggum close to their recommended. What did they recommend this on? Oh, there it is at the top. Mercedes Casual Linen from Picture This Place. So this is pretty close in the picture in the color. But all of the white that they have going on just isn't showing up great. So I'm hoping that when everything gets put in, it'll be better. It shows up better in the picture than it does here in person. That's not even white, that's that B5200. But love that summer variegated thread. That was DMC variegated thread, my first time to use it. And it was not easy to lay because the colors were so stretched out. It was like dark blue forever. Oh yeah, we're going to turn into a little bit lighter blue. Oh yeah, we're going to turn into light blue. Oh yeah, we're going to turn into blue gray. Oh, we're going to turn into almost white, back to the dark blue. So I was like timing my stuff perfectly. It's slightly variegated in the middle, but not enough to count. But it laid, like in the end, it just took a lot of planing, but it laid beautifully. This is Autumn Homes. You would think as much as I talked about that stupid haunted house that I would have it done, right? But I did get the moon and the witch done. Isn't that pretty? And I threw those roofs on. Not sure. Melissa just needs to focus. That's autumn. That's really hard to work on at work because the colors are constantly changing. It's like you can throw a couple of colors in, but they're constantly changing. And then winter. This is winter. So pretty, so festive, so not finished. I worked on the snowman some. Got a few more stitches in him. For whatever reason, even though the blue is my favorite color, this one has gotten the least amount of attention. I just need to pay more attention to it for a while. So I need to. Alright, so my plans for this week, let's see. Today I work till 4. I'm probably going to come home and sleep. I might have Uncle Gary come over and turn on my heat for me. We'll just see what the temperatures are supposed to be for the rest of the week. Not really ready for that. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, I work for Mom in the morning, and then I work for the sheriff's office at night. Unless we let our new girl go by herself this week, which is the thought process. That's the conversation that's going to happen today. And if so, then I will go back to my normal 6A to 6P shift, which will be fantabulous. We're all ready to get back to our regular scheduled shifts. And if that happens, I will still work tomorrow night. But then I'll be off Wednesday and Thursday. From there, I'll work for Mom, but I'll be off from there. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I will work day shift. And day shift is usually easier on the weekend. So, that would be exciting. All right, I'm right at 30 minutes. And I'm clearly yawning in your face. Oh my gosh. Y'all don't hate me. Let me just go ahead and do my motivation. I don't have anything else really to say about anything. I do plan on, I think I'm going to work on getting Seeking Refuge done this week. I want to get it done. I sat there the other day holding it and watching, I think I was watching an older, maybe last week's, Just Keep Stitching. And I was thinking about, you know, Pam and Steph and I talking about that piece. And I was like, I need to get this done. That'd be so amazing. So StitchCon next year, I plan to take it framed. And I'm going to have a little placard that says the Sal started with Steph or something. I don't know. Anyways, inspirational quote of the day for you guys for the rest of the week. So when I was in junior high and high school, I was in music. We had choir and we had band, and I did all of the things. I love music. Oh, that's something else I did yesterday. Play the piano. Now I'm chilly. I think the weather just changed. Anyway, so one of the things that our choir director would always do, if you said, I can't do something, he'd a plaque on his wall and you would have to read it in front of the class. So I'm pretty sure this, if it's not the poem, then it's a variation. I'm pretty sure this is the poem that we had to read. It was usually something like, I can't sing that high, or I can't sing those notes, or I can't sing that part. And he would say, what? He was like, Mr. Hader, I can't. And he would say, read the poem, young lady. And so this is a poem we would read. If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you'd like to win but think you can't, it is almost a cinch. You won't. If you think you'll lose, you've lost. For in this world, we find, success begins with a person's will. It's all in the state of mind. If you think you're outclassed, you are. You've got to think high to rise. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win the prize. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or faster man. But sooner or later, the person who wins is the one who thinks he can. And that's a poem by Walter Rental, I think is what I wrote. I think that's right. Walter Rental. So I hope that you guys are inspired to constantly say, I think I can. Like the little engine who could. I think I can. I think I can. You are what you think you are. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the day. I hope you guys have a fantastic stitchy week. Believe in yourself. Dream big. Keep your thoughts positive. I love you all. I'll see you next Monday.